least you don't have to worry about bringing that up.
It's going to be on YouTube by the morning.
I wasn't going to sing it to Rose.
I did it for you. Saved you.
Okay, I need everyone to stop talking and listen to me now. I hope you guys are all enjoying your dessert and everything, but I've got a lot to say here, so just pay attention. Hello, good evening everyone. And for those of you who do not know me, I am Bailey's cousin Linsdsay, and I've been her best friend since we were crib mates in 1986. Her and I had shared our whole entire lives together. We were each other's first best friends. We are only 4 months apart. We'd have sleepovers every weekend. We would talk on the phone for hours from the time we learned how to speak. I remember phoning her as soon as I got home from one of our all-weekend sleepovers, and my Auntie Ella picked me up the phone and saying, "When will you guys ever get enough of each other?" Truth was, we never could get enough of each other. Being Bailey's best friend as a kid was anything less than, let's say, adventurous. She would always have wild ideas that always led us into some sort of trouble. I would go along with her all the time, so I wasn't any less innocent than she was. We both had really wild imaginations. We were always making up plays and dances at our parents' get-togethers. We were always the entertainment. Well, we always tried to be anyways before we got banished to the basement. We were very mischievous when we got together. I remember one Christmas at our Mayor and Paris house. All of the parents were upstairs while us kids were in the basement, drinking pop and eating peanuts. Yeah. And our little cousin Michael was drinking a Pepsi at the time, and Bailey whispers in my ear. She goes, "Let's pour a hot sauce and celery salt in Michael's Pepsi when he's not looking." So we did when he wasn't looking. And of course, he unknowingly took a swig of his pop. And right away, he went into a fit. And obviously, he ran upstairs to the parents, freaking out. And me and Bailey hid in the cubbyhole on the bottom of the stairs until our parents found us. So Michael, I don't know if we ever gave you an unforced apology for that. So from the bottom of both of our hearts, we are very sorry for the pain that we've caused you. Cheers, buddy. And also Marky, I'm very sorry for the pain that we caused you in your youth. Yeah, you only wanted to be our friend. Cheers, Mark. Cheers for all the stuff that you put up with us. Okay, so now I would like to take a minute or two to talk about Jamie. I first met Jamie at a party that Bailey took me to when we were both in our late teens. And the first time I ever met Jamie, he was lying on a kitchen floor with people surrounding him, taking pictures of him doing a beer funnel. That's just pounding the funnel. Yeah, that's Jamie. I just kind of rolled my eyes at him and never gave him a second thought until Bailey had a party at her parents' one night, and he was there. And he was all over Bailey that night, just hitting on her all night. And me and Bailey were actually chuckling at it the whole entire night. Just kind of making fun of him and whatnot. Yeah. And then a couple weeks later, Bailey had told me that she's kind of seeing somebody named Jamie. And I'm like, I didn't know who Jamie was. I was like, who's Jamie? And she's like, you know, Jamie, the funnel guy. And I'm like, you are seriously not dating the funnel guy. And she's like, yeah, he's actually really starting to grow on me. I'm like, okay. He seems like a nice enough guy. So maybe I'll give him a chance, you know. And sure enough, he actually started to grow on me as well. Yeah. And I'd only be in Ontario for short periods of time when I met him because I lived out west and everything. But I really thought it was cute that every single time I saw him, he would invite me over to his house and insist that I tried his delicious salmon and watch Planet Earth. Yeah, he loved that Planet Earth. Yeah. So I did. I went over to their house and I watched Planet Earth for the whole entire night, but it was lacking the salmon. So, buddy, I'm here to stay, and I'm still waiting for that salmon of yours. Yeah.
Did you order the fish?
Yeah, I did. It was delicious. It was. Yeah. On a serious note, I started to begin to see Jamie's true colors when my parents was in the hospital. He would be there every single day for my cousin, and he wouldn't let go of her hand the whole way through. And he actually made me feel a lot better in his own way. And that's when I began to really fall in love with him. And
Careful, Bailey.
no, not like that. Yeah. So Jamie, I gotta say that you truly are a great person, and you have a huge heart, and you would do anything for anybody. And I'm so glad that you love my cousin and treat her right. And please treat her right for the rest of your lives, and I know you will.
I will.
We'll come after you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we know where you live.
And Bailey, you've been there my whole entire life. Even I was never alone with you by my side. Even in my darkest days, you were there by my side. Sorry. You're a beautiful person inside and out. You're one of the smartest, most creative women I know.
Get to swim in some water.
Oh. My voice cracked, sorry. I hope may you and Jamie grow old together and live a lifetime of love, happiness, and fulfillment. I love you both. Your wedding has been so beautiful, and I'm honored to be here, and I'm so glad to be in both your lives. I know I've been gone for way too long, but I'm here now, and I'm so happy to be present, and I'm so excited to be a fully active member in both of your lives again. So, okay, let's just all cheers to the beautiful bride and sexy groom, and let's have the most gorgeous